That's a terrible start. Okay, wait. Hi, YouTube. What are we watching today? My chat is telling me to watch stuff about Australia, so that's what we're watching. One day I'll get better at intros. One day. When I stop being stupid, probably. Which is like, well, in 10 years, give or take. Wait, you guys should join me. Hang on. You guys should join me. Here you go. We're gonna watch together, so you guys are gonna be in my hands. Please do not shit on me, okay? Also, probably a heads up warning. If you have any fear of any animals, probably best to close your eyes. Because it's already starting. It's Australia. And you know what Australia is known for? The most wild animals you've ever heard in your life. So... they have the most insane stuff ever, you know? Like, I don't even know majority of the animals they have. Just every time I hear a story about a crazy animal, like, I don't know, there's a spider that can, jump 20,000 feet and it's poisonous and it likes to eat humans. Probably Australia.
Australia has a lot of spiders, but recently we found a new one, because of course we fucking did. And the new one is the most certified Australia moment I've ever seen. For a bit of context, one of the several thousand spider species we are home to is the Sydney funnelweb, the deadliest spider-
Okay, I know he's gonna probably say something like, it's deadly, it's venomous, but I think it looks cute. Sorry, I'm one of those people who think spiders are one of the cutest animals. I'm sorry.
on the planet. Because of course it's down here. Where the fuck else did you think you were going to find it? These scary looking fuckers are highly venomous and can flatline you with a bite in 15 minutes. And if you think wearing thick clothes will save you, be aware the bastards have fangs long enough to punch through shoe leather. Now, why do I bring these little nightmares up? What is the one thing worse than a spider rocking armor-piercing rounds that can send you to heaven with same-day delivery? A bigger spider rocking the same perk setup. That's right, Australian scientists have found a brand new species of this funnel web that is even bigger. How much bigger? Well, the standard Sydney funnel web grows to around 5 centimetres or 2 inches. And I mean, if you're asking me...
that's the same size. No! It's been 1 minute. I already want to make a dick joke. God damn it!
2 inches is more than enough. 2 inches is actually fucking huge. By comparison...
I didn't even... You know what? I agree. You know, the size doesn't matter, it's how you use it, right?
This is the new one. It's twice the fucking size.
Oh!
4 inches of...
It kind of looks like it has a face on the back. It kind of looks like it has like a... You know, one of those faces that just scream... You know the Plankton meme? Where Plankton is like, It kind of looks like that face. Never change, doggy. Funnel web spiders, I wonder how common they are. Like, if you're just walking around in Australia, what is the chances of running into one of these, you know?
8-legged menace to the animal kingdom. But that isn't even the best part. You see, do you know what they named this thing? Do you know what professional scientist named a supersized version of the most dangerous spider on the entire fucking planet? The Newcastle Big Boy.
Wait, that's a great name though! He's called Big Boy! Big Boy! That's a good name. Oh my god. Almost zero. Okay. They are very common, but we're just blind as fuck and ignore them. I like the fact that I have 3 Australians in my chat right now who are like... you know, 2 are like, one person is like almost 0, the other one is higher than 0, and someone else is like, they're very common.
Deadliest spider
I'm Australian? Oh.
On the entire fucking globe. Big Boy.
Big Boy!
Only in Australia. Platypus are weird, but I'm not sure you quite understand just how fucking weird. See, everyone knows the basics. They lay eggs, they sweat milk, and they look like God hit randomizer on the spore creature creator and just called it a day. But you see, mate,
aren't like platypuses like, wasn't it like something like they're poisonous or something? I don't remember. It was something weird. Something about them was weird. I don't remember though. They're venomous? That was it. Oh my god. Pre-watch? No, I had biology lessons. I'm a biology nerd. I love learning about animals. I studied that for like 5-6 years, so. It's not pre-watch, it's just a pre-knowledge. But I just remember only that something about them was weird. But apparently it's the venomous and venomous spur in their back feet, but it's only males, I think. Well, we're gonna find out.
That's barely
Spoilers.
even scratching the surface of weird platypus features. First up, as is the qualifier for any Australian animal, did you know they're venomous? No, I'm not fucking with you, you heard me correctly. Male platypus actually have venomous spurs on their hind legs. These spurs are multi-purpose, acting as defense from predators, as well as a tool for throwing hands.
Oh my, sorry, sorry, I did not expect that picture when he said predators. Okay. Oh my god, they're so tiny. Wait, how big are they? I've never seen a platypus in my life before. I always felt platypuses were the same size as, like, beavers. You know?
With other male platypus during mating season. And while their venom is non-lethal, that doesn't mean that getting stung by them doesn't fucking suck. See, platypus venom can cause extreme pain and swelling, and to ensure you remember not to fuck with them again, these effects can last for several months and have no treatment or anti-venom. So if Perry stabs your shit, your only option is to cry about it. Next on the list of offensive capabilities.
Sorry, hang on. What do you mean several weeks? What? They're like the size of your palm without the tail. That is so cute! What the f***? That is adorable! Oh my god. They're like, how this video talks about drop bears. I mean, no, that's spoilers. We're not looking at spoilers. I wanted to see ahead. We're not gonna look at spoilers!
I shit you not, platypus share the same hunting method as sharks. You see, that big-ass bill isn't just for show, as it contains enough surveillance equipment to make the CIA blush. Possessing the ability to sense changes in pressure in the water, but most importantly, containing electroreceptors that track electrical signals from muscle contractions made by their prey. Meaning that when whatever they're chasing starts quaking in fear, they know about it. And last but not least, as if those things weren't already unbelievable, we recently discovered something new. Platypus are fucking biofluorescent. They glow. If you hit these things with a black light, they go bright fucking green. And the
just like my beds when you... Okay, sorry.
best part of that is, we have no clue why they do it. I mean, I guess it just means Perry was a biblically accurate platypus man. I'll give
Oh, that's terrifying.
Who fucking designed this thing?
Ben.
Stepping on this rock.
Sorry, this might be a dumb question. Are platypuses only in Australia? This is maybe a weird question, but like... Have I pre-watched this? I don't know, Red. Maybe you did, because you're making the same joke. Yes? Okay. So, writing it down, I don't want to go to Australia in the first place. Maybe because you guys' weather is crazy. Every time I hear something about Australia, you guys are either having flooding or storms or heat waves or everything is on fire. I also don't want to go because, man, I don't want to see a kangaroo in person. I know that is like stereotypical, but kangaroos kind of scare me. I don't want to fight a kangaroo. Have you ever seen a buff kangaroo? Their muscles are crazy. I would not survive that. God damn. Or oh man, the emu war. That is still crazy to me that you guys had a war with emus and you lost. But platypuses, they're cute, but I'm good.
Could straight up paralyze you. That's because this isn't actually a rock. That is a stonefish. A species of
wait, I've heard about stonefishes before. I don't remember what, but I've heard the name before. You find an emu then? No, thank you. I would also lose against an emu. Little hint, and not a hint, spoiler. Probably any fight with any animal, I would lose.
Metis native to Australia. And coming as a surprise to absolutely no one, it is also the most venomous fish in the ocean. Because of course it is. As if the fucking snakes and spiders weren't enough, now I can get packed up by a pet rock. But why is this Pokemon reject such a threat to my mental health? Well, you see, stonefish use their special venom for defense. However, unlike most other animals that do this little f***er doesn't have the decency to dress like a neon sign to warn you. No. This bastard is a 6th prestige prop hunt veteran, having evolved some of the most impressive camouflage in the animal kingdom to make hunting easier. And once they've set themselves up, they are basically indistinguishable from Patrick Starr's house. Now, this is a fairly major problem as they love to live in the shallows on the beach, and that venom we talked about earlier is stored in these. 13 giant, highly toxic spines that deliver venom when pressed on. You can probably see where I'm going with this. Considering it's hard enough to spot these things while you're paying attention, if you were, say, on a romantic walk along the beach with one of the homies, and while distracted by his ethereal beauty, weren't paying too much attention to where you were walking, it would be very easy to place your foot in the wrong spot and step directly onto 13 hypodermic needles, which would then deliver a ginormous dose of neurotoxin straight into your system. Oh, you thought it was normal venom? No.
Neurotoxin? Yeah, fam, you know what? Question for the Australians in the chat. Do you guys even go outside? Because I feel like even going outside is already like a fight. Do you guys even go outside? Oh my god. Still want to see the platypus? You know, I'm starting to think the platypus is not the worst thing you can find. Because the platypus, at least, is only the males. And it's only like, you know, it's not like a... Oh, you want to step outside and see some neurotoxins? No, thank you. God damn. We do go outside, but heavily armored. Ah, so you guys are like Dark Soul in, you know? Like, you're literally in Dark Souls. You go outside, every single creature is a boss fight and can obliterate you if you don't have armor or parry them. Oh my god.
No. You see, these things maxed out the toxin skill tree, producing a mixture of 2 neurotoxins that can flatline you by collapsing your heart and lungs in under an hour. And even if you survive, the sting still causes extreme pain, swelling, and tissue necrosis. Because this is Australia, where even the scenery is trying to one-shot me.
Hang on, sorry. Toxic oh my god, I forgot the word he used already. But necrosis? Really? Oh my god, that is insane. Oh, tissue necrosis. That's the word, tissue. Sorry, I followed the Dutch words. Oh my god. I keep thinking about Dutch words. Do not Google image. Tissue necrosis is the dying of tissue. It does not look pleasant. Most people will probably throw up or feel sick looking at it. I mean, it kind of looked as how I expected. I don't know. Is that weird? That's probably weird. I'll move on.
This bird can straight hit you with a Mortal Kombat fatality.
Finish him!
Introducing the cassowary, a species of ratite native to the land down under. And for once, guys, it's not venomous.
Wow.
Can still flatline you though, and I'm going to tell you how. You see, these neon chickens belong to the same family of birds as the emu, and as such...
I was about to say they look like emus. Oh my god. I was about to say it! Oh, they're huge. Oh no. I'm also curious how many of these you guys have actually seen. You know? No? I've seen most. And how are you still alive? Oh my god. I do a lot of traveling and outback drive-in. Okay, that explains a lot.
Yeah, their impressive size. Coming in at a solid 79 kilos and growing up to 6 feet tall. Meaning the short kings in my audience could...
Shit, they're taller than me! They're taller than me! Wait!
And growing up to 6 feet tall.
They're taller than me! God damn it, if I add myself to the picture, add on, 183 is right there, I would be like, I don't know, probably around here, you know? They're taller than me. They also kind of look like pocket dinosaurs, you know? Kind of like a dinosaur build. Ooh. There are platypuses who are taller than you. Okay, shut up. That thing is like 3 toes tall. Okay, moving on.
Meaning the short kings in my audience could, in theory, mount these things like a chocobo. But what makes them stick out from emus? Well, you see, the cassowary is basically a spec ops emu, being twice the weight, highly territorial, and most importantly, coming with a combat knife strapped to their foot. That's right, this is a cassowary claw, and it's the reason they can hit you with a fighting game finisher. You see, these claws are a full 5 inches long. And you know what I mean? Honestly, 5 inches, way too big for anything, and especially if it's something that's going inside me. And if you anger the attack...
I was about to make a I don't even need to make the jokes anymore. I was about to say 5 inches is like bigger than my dick. And then he makes the joke. I don't even need to say anything anymore.
Tactical assault turkey, that is exactly what you're gonna get, as their go-to defense method is to kick you square in the gut with that kitchen knife and attempt to disembowel you. And I mean, even if the kick doesn't put your insides on the outsides, that's you. And I mean, even if the kick doesn't put your insides on the outsides, that kick is still going to send you flying, which can cause some fairly major problems. Problems like the incident that occurred in 2012, where I you not, a cassowary ran up behind a random tourist, hit the heavy attack button, and kicked the guy down a small cliff into the ocean.
Damn. Oh my god.
Luckily he survived, but the fact that I live in a country where at any point I could be hit with a sneak attack by a kaiju turkey is terrifying.
That's crazy. Oh my god.
Touching this plant will put you in the hospital.
I'm dying.
This is the Gimpy plant, a piece of foliage native to the land down under. And surprising no one, not only is the thing venomous, it is in fact the most painful plant on the planet. Because yeah, no, of course, man, even the fucking leaves down here have a problem with me. Growing in the rainforests of northern Queensland, these hell bushes are covered in tiny hairs that upon closer inspection aren't hairs at all and are actually thousands of hypodermic needles.
Okay, fun little, I think I know about this plant. I think I've heard about it before. I'm gonna say that a lot, probably, but I think if I might misremember it, that might be it, but I think these needles can get stuck in your skin, right?
Waiting to stab you and break off inside your skin if
Yeah.
you so much as brush them. Once inside you, these needles will inject you with, I am not kidding,
Venom.
neurotoxin. And
Oh,
cause
never mind.
absolutely excruciating pain. I mean, like comedic levels of pain. With one person describing it as being covered in hot acid and electrocuted, and another woman saying that it was straight up more painful than childbirth and she'd given birth 4 times. And the fucked up part,
More painful than childbirth is crazy. Oh my god. It had venomous plants in it. They just filmed these scenes in Australia. Yeah, I think Australia, just any like horror game, any crazy alien game is just in Australia.
is the neurotoxin isn't even lethal. So this spiteful cunt of a plant is hurting you purely for the love of the game. Mind you, there are reports of people saying getting stung by this thing is actually worse than being put in the ground. This is because Groot's little hellspawn cousin here can continue hurting you for literal years after being stung. This is because those thousands of little hypodermic needles are actually made out of silicon, meaning your body can't break them
Oh
down.
my
And
God.
with how thin they are, your skin will usually close up over the top of them, meaning that these neurotoxin-emitting slivers can sit inside your skin for literal years, releasing more neurotoxin any time that they're moved or disturbed. This constant, chronic, agonizing pain is so unbelievably bad that there have even been records of, trying not to get banned here, people Alt F4ing existence to make it stop. This
Which, please don't smack me. This is educational purposes. Please don't smack me. But, sorry, he also showed footage of someone putting that plant on them. I don't know if that's the exact same plant. It reminds me of those videos where someone grabs, like, I don't know, a bullet end or something and makes them bite them on purpose. Why would you put this plant on you on purpose? Why would you just be like, oh, I want to just know how it feels, you know? I just want to know. I'm just curious. Why would you do that? Oh my god. Content? I think there should be a line, goddamn! Like, why would you put a plant on you that can cause excruciating pain, will probably get stuck in your skin and be there for years to come, and if you just, for example, you put it on your thumb, oh, you want to grab something, oh, excruciating pain, for content! Oh my god.
particular incident came from a man who accidentally used one of the plant leaves as toilet paper.
Huh?
I don't think it gets much worse than neurotoxin to the nuts. Crocodiles are just dinosaurs that forgot to go extinct. I am dead serious, and I cannot think of a croc species to better make my point than the saltwater crocodile, a species native to the land down under, and shocking absolutely no one, yes, it can and will eat you. You see, keeping on theme with the whole forgetting to go extinct thing, the Salties stat spread just feels like something that should have been patched out with the rest of Jurassic Park, starting with their ridiculous size.
Oh.
You see, Salties are the largest reptile on the planet, coming in at a total of 6 meters long with a maximum weight of 1,100 kilos, which makes
I'm already pausing because I'm just curious. Does that crocodile also do the death roll, or is that a different species that does that? Yep. Ah, yippee! You can get like how much kilograms twisting you all around? Oh my god, man, Australia's great. Australia is so much fun. Oh my god, I'm gonna go for a walk over there. Heard they never grow old either. Crocodiles can get pretty old, I believe.
This murder lizard genuinely longer than my f***ing car. And the f***ed up part is that despite being longer than my ute, they are for some reason absolute masters of stealth. You see, crocs are ambush predators, which is a scientific...
Stop with all my... Okay, sorry. The jokes, I did not expect that. God damn it! I can't. Oh my god. I can't. But what I want to say again, I already forgot. I feel like the pattern in this video is just, the creature is either venomous, or venomous, but it's not deadly, but it gives pain for years, or it's bigger than your car, and it will probably crush you, and it's sneaking around.
Way of saying they are dirty f***ing campers. See, they've got two raised eyes that sit on the top of their heads, which means they can submerge their Ford Falcon-sized frame basically entirely under the water without sacrificing the ability to spot whatever they are looking to turn into a Happy Meal. And from your perspective as the Happy Meal, they are really difficult to see, which makes it very easy to walk just a little too close and, yeah, get bitten in half by that hydraulic press that they call a mouth.
That's why I love
That's fun.
Nestle Crunch.
That's right, just like any good camper, these scaly arseholes are packing a one-shot in the form of one of the highest bite forces of any animal on the f***ing planet, having been recorded at putting out a maximum of 3,700 psi of force through their jaws. To put that into context, your skull will crack at 1,100 psi, so a croc would pop your head like a watermelon. And if you don't immediately get folded by the first bite, those jaws will latch onto you as the croc begins a death roll, spinning its ton of body weight like a washing machine until whatever part of you it has decided to eat snaps off and is added to its protein goals. But the best thing about the crocodile is their build is so f***ing good. They have genuinely been around with very little evolutionary change for 65 million years. Which means I grew up watching Steve Irwin wrestle dinosaurs for fun. Rest in peace, you absolute f***ing legend.
And I remember watching videos with him in it. He was such a cool guy. You know, oh, there's a poisonous animal. I'm just gonna stand next to it and talk. You know, it's like, oh my god, he just turned 100 recently. What's his name again? Mr. And here we see two dinosaurs. Oh, what's his name again? Why did I want to say Steve Irwin? That is not his name. Edinburgh, that's his name. Why am I mixing up Steve and... Okay, but like, it was just like that shot of David Edinburgh going next to a sloth and going like, boo! But then it's just Steve what was his name? Oh my god, I'm now mixing up names. Oh my god. And Steve Irwin is just like the opposite. He's like, oh, you know, let me just wrestle this creature, hey, let's go. Let me just like stand next to this poisonous, neurotoxin, deadly ass spider, and let me just like, just say hi to it and wave and just, hi! You know? Man, I miss him kinda. His son is doing the same thing, right? Right? That's a myth debunked by scientists. Oh. Myths? Oh my god. Yeah, I thought he was doing the same thing.
Koalas are really dumb. In fact, Australia's fuzzy icon is...
Okay, fun little thing. I think I remember about koalas as well. I don't fully remember, but I went to a zoo where they had, like, information boards, and one of the things was like, oh, fun fact about koalas, this and this. The noises they make is insane as well. They sound crazy. They sound absolutely insane. Everyone brings up the chlamydia. That is one of their things, yeah. That's one of them. Togi face reveal. Okay.
Probably the dumbest thing on the planet. And that stupidity starts with their diet, because of all the things they could have chosen to eat, they chose to eat nothing but straight up poison. You see, koalas feed exclusively on eucalyptus leaves, which, shocking no one, are highly toxic, because they are full to the brim with eucalypt oil, which is so fucking poisonous that as little as 3.75 mil is enough to land you in the afterlife, with the Reaper asking you why the fuck you felt the need to eat a leaf.
Why?
Oh, it's also highly flammable and burns like napalm. Because Australia. Now, despite nature putting up this giant do not eat sign, that did not stop the koala, because he can't fucking read. This suboptimal bulking diet not only gives the koala fuck all in the way of nutrition, but also requires their body to rest to filter out the toxins so they don't fucking cark it. Meaning they need to spend upwards of...
It is slowly coming back to me about koalas, which is, like, dangerous. I don't remember, though. But it had some... I don't want to spoil either, because what if I'm right? Oh my god. They dumb as shit. They're cute, though, but they make such a weird noise, because they do, like, a very deep, like noise. Oh my god. I kind of now want to watch that video where they showcase the noise.
18 hours a day.
Yo, I wish I could sleep for this long, but if I sleep this long, I'll probably feel like a sack of potatoes. If they piss on you, you get chlamydia. Dumb question. What is chlamydia exactly again? Man, guys, I studied biology. I went for a biology degree. Oh my god. By the way, what is chlamydia again? STI? Oh. 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 That's nice. Is it just... Okay, another question. Is it just they piss on you and you have it? Or do you need to, like ingest it in a way? You know? Is it just like it touches you and you have it? Or is it like, you know... I think it gets on your muscular membrane, like your foreskin. Oh.
Sleeping in order to just digest their fucking food.
That's so cute, though.
These dumbasses spend most of their life in a food coma. That is, however, if they even get to the food to begin with, because they are so mind-numbingly brain dead that they will not recognize a eucalyptus leaf as food unless it is on the branch. I could give this dumbass a lifetime supply of food, and if it wasn't on a stick, he would starve to death. It should come as no surprise to you at this point that the koala has such an esky temperature IQ that they literally have a smooth brain. The thoughts slide right off of this dumb c***. I love him.
Man, it's so cute, it's so relatable. I mean, look at those big eyes. Togi is a koala. Hey, I cannot give people chlamydia. Goddamn. Oh man, the music.
This wasp is basically a xenomorph.
I'm sorry, I've heard about this tarantula hawk wasp. Oh my god, I'm not gonna spoil, but I kinda know about this one as well.
Introducing the tarantula hawk wasp, possibly one of the most nightmare-inducing insects on the planet.
I hate this guy.
The reason it's such a threat to your mental health is because its hunting and reproduction strategy is ripped straight from Ellen Ripley's autobiography. But before we get to the strats, you're going to have to learn a little bit about it first. Native to Australia.
Yet again, of course, Australia. These are one of the few insects that scare me. I love insects. Insects is my main interest. Wasps in general, I don't like. This one specifically, never want to see them in my entire life.
Australia, because of course it fucking is. This fucker is the largest wasp on the planet, coming in at a massive 2.5 inches. Which, I mean, boys, we would all agree, well above average, right? Huge. And this is probably the most effective 2 inches has ever been because it has the second most painful sting of any insect on the planet. Coming in just barely behind the bullet ant.
I still don't get why you would... sorry, doing this on purpose just gives me... it makes me cringe a little bit. Oh my god.
Barely behind the bullet ant. Pack and a half-inch stinger with a potent venom that has been described as blinding, debilitating, and electric. Now, the size and poison aren't just for nothing, because as the name tarantula hawk wasp suggests, they are purpose-built, genetically perfect killing machines designed specifically to violate spiders, making Australia basically an all-you-can-eat buffet for them. But they don't just execute the spiders. No, that'd be too normal. Hawk wasps use spiders to reproduce in one of the most horrific ways possible. And that all starts with a female hawk wasp hunting down a tarantula. As the buff bulking spider takes a wrong turn down a dark alley, the hawk wasp, noticing the 8 sets of TNs on his feet, proceeds to fucking jump him, flying down from above to land a sting into the spider's abdomen, instantly and permanently paralysing it. The Bug Harbour Butcher then proceeds to drag the still completely conscious and aware spider into an isolated kill room, which is where the fucked up part really begins. Because our wasp isn't hungry, it's pregnant, and proceeds to lay its egg on the paralysed spider's abdomen. After about 3 to 4 days, that egg hatches into a larvae. A very, very hungry larvae. Fortunately, there's a whole bunch of fresh fruit right here underneath them. That food being the still paralysed, still very conscious and
Wait,
aware.
hang on, so it is like paralyzed for 3 to 4 days? That's insane. Oh my god. There are multiple wasps who do this. Yeah, there's like a couple more that do this to specific insects, which I think is also in their name.
Spider. The
remember a
larvae
couple.
burrows into the spider's abdomen and gets to work converting it into a KFC family bucket.
Nice.
Consuming it from the inside out, purposely avoiding vital organs to keep the food nice and fresh.
Hang on, like, that makes me wonder, like, because if they avoid vital organs, how did they know which organs are vital? Because they just got birthed, you know? Instincts? I guess so. The paralyzing is permanent. Oh, that's great. Oh my god.
After it's done consuming a living being,
I
the
need to
larvae
piss.
breaks forth from the demolished corpse like a fucking chest burster and fucks off to continue the generational arachnid violation. Anywho, good luck
Nice.
getting any sleep tonight. A gorilla can't beat 100 men in a fight. He gets jumped. But that begs the question, which animal does win? And the answer, stepping into the ring at 5 meters long and weighing in at a genuinely frightening 4,500 kilos, I present to you the hippopotamus. Yeah, look, a hippo causing a 100 long line at the gates of heaven after a fight is honestly pretty plausible. You see, despite the fantastic PR work Moodang has done for the hippopotamus community, doesn't change the fact that Moto here is a sentient Ford F-150, the temperament of a fucking serial killer who can win this fight for one very specific reason.
I just want to pause because I'm just curious. I know, the only thing I know about hippos is their bite is so strong, it is deadly. Don't even try. Their jaw power is insane. So walking tank, yeah, they can run pretty fast as well, right? I don't remember. I've seen clips, but I think they are also pretty fast.
You can't fucking hurt it.
Yeah!
You see, the hippopotamus is possibly the tankiest.
Look at the speed of that guy!
Fucking hurt it.
Yeah!
You say the hippopotamus is possibly the tankiest land animal on the fucking planet, packing an unbelievably thick 2-inch hide. Now look, we all know 2 inches is a lot, especially in the sheets, but in the streets of the African savannah, this makes them practically Don't believe me? Here is a hippopotamus walking away from 10 lions trying to convert it into a family meal. Notice how the hippopotamus does not give a single fuck if Mufasa and his extended...
What the f? Even crows won't mess with hippos. Yeah, because they know, like, the amount of energy you need to put into killing a hippo is so much that it's not worth it. Because, like, their skin is really thick, they can easily bite you in half, they're fast as well. It's just not worth it. If you need to choose as a crocodile between a bird that is just drinking water and a hippo, you're gonna go for the bird. Yes, the hippo has more meat, but the amount of effort you need to put in is not worth it.
Family can't hurt it, neither can you. However, don't let the fact that it's walking away fool you here. The hippopotamus is not a peaceful animal. They are, in fact, violent, psychopathic, 4.5-ton thundercats that can and will bite you in half. A hippo's jaw produces 2,000 psi of pure crushing force. So if he catches your ass,
You are the watermelon.
And as if the hydraulic press wasn't bad enough, don't forget they've got two 20-inch fangs in that mouth that'll put a hole in you big enough to stick your f***ing arm through. But honestly, the bite does...
I forgot about their teeth. I forgot about that. If you mess with a hippo as a croc, you turn into a chew toy. Well, probably more like chew pieces. No, I don't know.
Doesn't even f***ing matter. It weighs 4.5 tons and can run at 30k an hour. Getting hit by a charging hippo is like getting hit by a f***ing bus.
Yeah,
There
no,
is
thank
no
you.
way we are winning a fight against something that could probably take out 10 people just by rolling over.
Man, how did they get live footage of me, though? Oh my god.
In summary, don't f*** with the hungry hippo.
Ooh. The 100 men versus a hippo who would win the fight. Hippo, easy. Easy. Also, based on the fact that, like, imagine you're part of the 100 men and you see 10 men just get crushed by a hippo rolling over, and like another 10 get crushed by his jaw. You would probably walk away. You would probably go away. You would not even join that fight anymore. You would just stop, you know? No, you're not winning. Also, don't forget, unarmed. Weapons are cheating. If you have the argument of, oh, I would win against a hippo if I had a fucking RPG. Well, guess what? In that fight, now the hippo also has an RPG. That hippo also knows how to use that RPG. We're having a fair fight here.
Komodo dragons are
Oh,
horrible.
Komodo dragons, their spit is venomous, right? Sorry, spoilers, because their inside of their mouth is blue.
I
he has
mean,
no fingers,
seriously,
his
this
dick.
industrial-sized lizard is easily one of the
Biggest assholes in the animal kingdom when it comes to hunting methods, packing a PhD in suffering and a double degree in biological warfare
Lizards.
purely because they cannot be expending effort to hunt. You see, Godzilla's little cousin here is the largest lizard in the world, weighing up to 166 kilos and being a full...
How could you spoiler it? Sorry, I just like Komodo dragons, and I like that little fact that, like, the inside of their mouth is blue, and I think they're venomous? I don't remember.
3.13
Look at
meters
him!
in length, which
Chunker!
means, for the short kings in my audience, if you're brave enough, bang a motor transport right there.
Now, being the reptile equivalent of...
Don't you dare say anything. There's a huge debate on whether they are venomous or not. Ah, I thought it was like for sure, but maybe I'm just not up to date. Maybe that's it. Maybe the new patch drop where their venom is gone.
The Cadillac Escalade means that the Komodo dragon needs to consume a lot of calories to keep that bulk going. However, rather than using that bulk to proactively chase down and body slam its prey, they can take down prey 3 times their size, because as if being a reptilian tank was not enough, they are also venomous. And this isn't just your run-of-the-mill snake venom that, you know, gives you a nice quick 15-minute death. No. A Komodo hunt starts with it running up to its prey and giving it a nice big chomp on the leg, injecting it with hemorrhagic venom.
After biting, the Komodo dragon off and just sits there watching.
The confused and
It's like a cook! Oh my god!
bewildered animal runs off into the forest, leaking blood, allowing that Komodo dragon to track it like a DoorDash order. A week goes by, and that bite wound isn't closing because hemorrhagic venom prevents blood
Okay, so
clot.
wait, the saliva fin is a myth. Their mouths are tested to be cleaner than ours. Okay, so it's not venomous. It's probably just like a shit ton of bacteria that gets in their wounds. Either way, they're deadly. There you go.
So, the animal is still slowly bleeding out, and the Komodo is still watching. More time passes. That bite wound
Isaac!
gets infected because Komodos are carrion feeders, meaning that the inside of their mouth is full of enough rotting flesh and bacteria to give Asmongold a run for his money. The infection begins
Oh
to
my
drain the
God.
animal's strength, and the Komodo is still watching. Another week passes. The infection has spread, and the flesh has begun to rot. And you best believe that ass lizard is still there watching like he's waiting for his meal to heat up in the microwave.
Oh my
Once
god.
the bleeding, disease-ridden animal becomes too exhausted to move on its own and collapses, the Komodo strolls over and eats it alive, shredding it into chunks if it's larger, or if it's small enough, swallowing it whole as it screams on the way down. Even for me,
snake.
man, that's This is the deadliest snake in the world. Introducing the inland taipan, and being the deadliest venom noodle in the world, I will give you exactly one guess as to where it's found.
Wow. Holy...
It's Australia, of course it's
Okay.
in Australia. Be so serious here. Where the else did you think you were going to find it? Canada? More specifically, as
Yes.
the name suggests, the taipan is found inland in the outback. Luckily, extreme...
K-lids. That's crazy. Oh my god.
extremely far from civilization, because this homicidal hospital hose is the definition of size doesn't matter, because despite having extremely small fangs for a venomous snake, coming in at only 6.2 millimeters, the taipan is here to show you that you absolutely can feel less than an inch, because those fangs contain the statistically deadliest snake venom on the planet.
Of
Yeah,
course.
taipan venom is a pina colada of pain, containing, but not limited to, hemotoxins to cause blood clots, myotoxins for paralysis and necrosis, nephrotoxins to shut down your kidneys, and 3 different kinds of neurotoxin. Needless to say, if it bites you, you will get a headache, vomit up the entire contents of your stomach, collapse to the ground in agonizing pain, and then your heart and lungs will stop, sending you to meet God in under 15 minutes.
Okay. You know, I think nature has to stop. I think at this point, it has proven its point. It can do whatever it wants, but we gotta pause here. We're not safe here in Australia. What do you want me to do about this? Goddamn, same day delivery. Oh my god. Oh my god. Because, like, I'm now just wondering, like, why does it need so much venom? Like, why could it not just pick one? Why does it have, like, so many different ones? Like, hello?
And that venom is so fucking potent that one bite contains enough toxin to do that to 100 people. But the
Guys, you know what? I'm starting to... I'm starting to just... Oh my god. I love the fact that in my country, probably the worst thing you can find... Maybe if you're unlucky and it's a hot day, maybe an Asian hornet. We've been having those more often. That's probably the worst. Aside from that, maybe the worst you can find when you go outside. I don't know. The neighbor's cat that just shit on your lawn. I don't know.
funniest part of this snake's venom is that in the wild, they only hunt rats and f***ing mice.
Okay, why do you need the venom
deadliest
then?
venom on the planet, and they are using it to pack up Remy the rat. It's like hunting a rabbit with a f***ing AWP.
That's the cutest f***ing thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Counter-terrorists win.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You mean self-delivering protein snack? What do you mean by that? Hi, Charuk! Shut your mouth! How are you doing? Don't understand people who want to have danger noodles like them as pets. I mean, some people have like 20 snakes in their room. And hey, props to you. I would not be able to sleep with that. As long as they're not venom, I could sleep. If they're venomous, I'm good. Europe is more PvP.
Adorable little octopus is also the world's deadliest.
Venomous? Venomous. Why did I say venomous? What the f? Yeah, Europe is more PvP. We're, you guys are, I don't even know. You're, like, fighting everything at this point.
Introducing the blue-ringed octopus, a species of cephalopod native to Australia, and in a shock to precisely 0 people at this point, it's venomous.
Yeah.
Because of course it's fucking venomous. Why wouldn't it be venomous? That'd make my life way too fucking easy. Now, to its credit, unlike most of the toxic bullshit in this hellscape I call home, they at least have the common decency to be coloured like a fucking neon sign. However, it immediately loses this credit by being the octopus equivalent of a fucking hobbit, coming in smaller than a 50-cent coin. And this is a problem, because it is the most venomous octopus in the world.
This octopus is a dick. What, you're gonna tell me you've had this on your hand before? Like how he's so annoyed that it's Australian.
That's right, this fluoro spaghetti ball is packed to the brim with neurotoxin. More specifically, tetrodotoxin. You know, the same shit that turns cooking a puff fish into a quick time event? Yeah, these little guys are packing it too. However, because it is Australian, the blue-ringed octopus is on violence timing and is the only animal in the world to use this shit as an offensive measure by way of a venomous bite.
Oh.
But what does the venom actually do? Well, imagine you're wading through the rock pools with the homies and you accidentally disturb this little gentleman's residence. The blue ring, taking the American approach to home defense, suctions onto your leg and bites you. Best part, it's completely painless. So if you're distracted by how thick your mate's looking in those
Oh my
Speedos,
God!
you aren't going to feel shit. That is, until your face starts tingling like TV static. It's warm out here under the sun, but you weren't sweating like this 5 minutes ago, and now you got a headache. You start to feel sick, weak. You go to call out, but your voice comes out slurred like you just knocked back a bottle of vodka.
2 shots of vodka.
And then suddenly, your legs come out from under you, and you hit the beach. Fun fact about tetrodotoxin. It's a paralytic.
Ah,
Freezes up your muscles one by one, starting with your arms and legs, which is why you're kissing the sand. You know what else is a muscle? Your diaphragm, the muscle that controls your breathing. And yeah,
you know what else is a missile? Your heart.
turns those bad boys off too. And so, your
Wait,
chest stops
I'm
rising
stupid.
and falling, and you suffocate to death right there on the beach.
Dust, of course you're the one saying that. Oh my god. I'm now also wondering, is there like a cure against it? Goddamn. You know what else is a missile? This. Okay. Okay,
Now, you may
damn!
be wondering, how come no one called an ambulance? That's easy. They didn't have time to. You went up to meet your ancestors in under 20 minutes.
Okay, well...
God ordered your ass.
Well, when I asked, like, for a cure, never mind, because I don't think you're getting to the hospital in 20 minutes.
With same-day shipping, and this little fucker delivered. Employee of the month.
This shrimp can cause
I love the mantis shrimp! Sorry, this is the one shrimp I do know about. They're fucking pretty as fuck, and they're fucking dangerous, because their little hands is, like, the same fucking... What is it again? As already shown. As explosive as, like, the noises they make. Oh my, sorry, I'm getting excited. I've seen videos of them, like, you know, smacking crap, and all you hear is just like a kung, and they're dead. Goddamn.
explosions.
My main goal is to blow up.
And act like I don't know
Introducing the
nobody.
mantis shrimp, native to the West Indo-Pacific Ocean and possibly the coolest crustacean under the sea, because this fluorescent armored sausage is actually a voracious, bloodthirsty predator rocking enough surveillance equipment to scare the CIA with a weapon powerful enough to surpass Metal Gear. See, the mantis shrimp is a highly effective predator, and they find and track...
Stop! I swear! Twitch will smack me! Oh my god! Go onto my pen, into my tummy. Oh my god. Oh my god.
their prey with easily the most advanced set of eyes on the fucking planet. First off, each of these eye stalks can rotate independently like a periscope, giving them a full 360 degrees of vision. However, more importantly, they can see colours we can't. You see, the mantis shrimp's eyes contain a full 15 photoreceptor cones compared to our 3. Which is a fancy way of saying they can see in 16K HDR with ray tracing enabled at 500 render distance.
Oh my piece.
Now, not only is the visual clarity unmatched, they can also see into the infrared and ultraviolet light spectrums. And despite all of this, they still can't find who asked.
That's crazy. Oh my god. God damn it. Yeah, they have the DLSS 5 eyesight. I still think it's crazy to think, because it's the same with some bird species, and I think butterflies have it too, that they see... I know butterflies is ultraviolet, right? I don't remember. Just the fact that some animals see colors we don't see, that is insane to me. I don't know, it's a concept I cannot wrap my head around, you know? Like, what do you mean you see a color I don't see? Like, that's crazy.
What they can, however, find is their next meal. The mantis shrimp subsists on a diet of fish, worms, squidward, and, most importantly, Mr. Crabs. Now, crabs famously exist inside of a defensive shell. So, how does this polite little gentleman
Please show me the video where they smack a crab and you hear such a loud thud. Oh my god.
break into the shell? Simple. He throws hands. That's right, weighing in at only 90 grams and 38 centimeters in length, the mantis shrimp has a punch that produces 15,000 newtons of force. That is 176 newtons per gram. So if a human was capable of that same kind of force, a right hook from someone who weighs 80 kilo would be like getting hit in the face with 6 sticks of dynamite. Now, to produce that force, its claw needs to be moving at 83 kilometers an hour, which is so fast it creates a vacuum in the water called a cavitation bubble, which then...
Oh my god, someone in my final year of study, someone had a fact sheet about them. I remember this. Oh, because I think it also produces a lot of heat. Again, why does he need this? Because nature decided to say, why not? You know? Why not? There are humans with force cones as well. Oh man, it's so interesting to me, you know? Like, what do they see, you know? Like,
immediately collapses
At such a speed,
it creates a miniature explosion that flashbangs the target and reaches a temperature hotter than the surface of
there
the
it is.
sun. Mr. Krabs is getting f***ing disintegrated.
Money.
His creation needs a hater. I wonder if the mantis shrimp has like natural predators. I wonder. Oh my god. Don't want to imagine if this creature gets exposed to nuclear waste and becomes Godzilla-sized threat. Man, imagine. That would be crazy. They do? Okay, I wonder. I also just now I'm curious about how exactly their arm like functions, you know? Because like, if you want to do a punch that's strong, I instantly think that requires muscle, but they have barely any, so...
Most snails aren't scary. Except for this one. This one's Australian. Introducing the cone snail, an aquatic mollusk snail.
Name rings a bell. I don't know why, but knowing this video is not gonna be pleasant, that's for sure. Oh my god. Wait, one of their predators is tuna? Tuna? Okay, well, that's interesting. What the
To the land down under. And as seems to be the requirement when sharing your postcode with a kangaroo, you guessed it. It can quite easily cause your neck snap to be in a coffin.
Nice.
The way it can achieve it is this bad boy right here. You see, despite
It looks like a penis.
most snails having a reputation for being slow goobers that get folded by a salt shaker, the cone snail is a highly effective ambush predator. And you may be wondering, how the fuck is a creature that moves slower than the GTA 6 development cycle?
Joke is funny. It's even funnier when you think, well, GTA 6 got delayed until, what is it now? November? Is it still coming out this year? Because I doubt it. I doubt that it still comes out this year. Of course, Toei goes there. I'm sorry.
Hunt anything. Well, that's simple. It has a grappling hook. That's right, Gary's murderous little cousin here is a roadhog, mate.
Hi there.
And he hunts by slowly slowly but surely stalking up on his prey until he's just within range, and then bang! The cone snail does a quarter circle input, spitting out a toothed harpoon at 90 kilometers a hour. This harpoon then nails its prey, allowing them to reel it in like he's playing Scorpion. And in case that wasn't bad enough, as seems to be a requirement for spawning on Australian servers,
What, venomous?
it's venomous. That harpoon also injects its prey with a highly potent neurotoxin that instantly paralyzes it. This means it cannot put up a fight, as it is sucked into the snail's ginormous maw like a nightmarish version of Kirby. And, just in case you thought for once you might be safe, cone snail venom is potent enough to kill 700 people with one sting.
Sorry, hang on. I cannot wrap my head. What do you mean 700? What? Huh? I thought he was gonna say something like 70 or something, not 700. Why does this exist? Why not? You know? Why not? Woohoo!
Oh yeah, and there's no anti-venom. Because it's not enough that it can kill me. No, I have to die knowing there is zero counterplay. Who balanced this
Oh my. Enough
If you
enough
see this-
venom for 700. Yeah, 700. Yeah. Why are we stuck in default character stats? Cause you know. Hey, also you probably should be glad that majority of these animals don't hunt. Yes, you can die to them, but you're not like their natural target. You know. It's not like they go for you because you're their food. No, they go for other things. It's just don't piss them off or be like the bird and get sneak attacks, you know? Just, that doesn't make it any better. Never mind.
thing T-pose? Run! Introducing the anteater, a goofy little creature native to Brazil, and to understand why the
Yo, it's not Australia, it's Brazil! Hi, Suzukaze, how you doing? Hi! He didn't say Australia this time, he said Brazil! Probably in Australia.
stance on this bad boy is a threat to your health, you're gonna have to understand a little about his lifestyle first. Now listen, I know this may come as a shock to you, but the anteater eats ants.
Wow.
And weighing in at 40 kilos and 1.8 meters in length, he needs to consume upwards of 40,000 ants per day. Now, in order to help him hit his bulking goals, the anteater has a mystery mouse tool stored inside that XL sniffer.
It for you.
A
Sorry, I do think anteaters are kind of cute though. But yet again, against an anteater, I would lose the fight.
60 centimeter long tongue. Designed to snake its way down an ant colony's tunnel network, smash into their living room, and abduct the entire cast of Bug's life and convert them into a high-calorie meal. However, what that tongue do only goes so far, as an ant colony can extend up to 4 meters underground, and termites live in high-rises, which means our boy here is going to have to do a little excavation to get to the goods. But last I checked, an anteater can't go down to Bunnings and buy a shovel. So how does he dig? Oh, that's simple, with the combat knives he has for claws. Yeah, anteaters are permanent.
I've seen videos of them digging in the ground. It's insane. Oh my god. Imagine what the tongue on an ass-eater would look like.
Cosplaying Freddy Krueger with a set of 4-inch claws, which, proving the effectiveness of a few inches, can crack through f***ing concrete. Now, these work great for digging, but they are also more than capable of flatlining you. When threatened, the anteater will rear up into a defensive T-pose. This is your sign, if you are smart, to turn around and f*** all the way off. If, however, you were, say, some dumbass trophy hunter who really felt the need to try and stab an animal for no reason other than ego, the anteater will swipe at you with those claws, which are at the perfect height to nail your inner thigh, slip through your flesh like butter, and sever your femoral artery.
Causing you to bleed out in 2
Ooh.
minutes while the anteater watches you go meet your ancestors.
Can you imagine having...
Hey guys, this is your daily reminder to not pick fights with animals. Most of the time, you will probably lose. You know those videos of people, like, deciding to taunt animals and be like, haha, it's so funny, oh my god, it's so cute. Let me just, like, suddenly stand behind it and take a picture of it and just, hee hee. No, you're losing. What was it? Oh my god, there was a... I saw it on TikTok. There was a video of someone who decided to take a picture with a snow leopard or snow something in the snow. I don't remember. But they were like, "Oh, I want to take a picture with it. It looks so cute." And their face got ripped apart because just because it looks cute doesn't mean it thinks the same about you. Don't do that.
having to explain to your ancestors who felled woolly mammoths,
Hit
you
my
got your shit
dying
packed
headphone.
up by the most unserious creature on
There
the
we go. I
planet
can
hitting
hear
a
again.
T-pose.
Oh, little heads up warning. I think the last one is a spider again. If you have arachnophobia, look away, because he's gonna talk about spiders again. Yeah.
Australia's scariest spider is hiding a deep secret. But what is it? Well, introducing the huntsman, native to the land down under, and the #1 cause of tourists absolutely shitting themselves on camera.
Okay, sorry, it's
And
kind
look,
of funny.
in defense of said tourists, I will be the first to admit, yeah, this looks scarier than a f***ing job application. Those gangly ass.
You just said the J word without censoring it. What the fuck? Yet again, I'm gonna be weird here. I think huntsman spiders are kinda cute. I don't want to see them in person. There's a reason why they're on this list. But I think they're anyway, I'm gonna
legs
shut
and the
up now.
hair make him look like Slender Man's testicle. Now, as
Oh.
if having a negative charisma stat wasn't bad enough, I regret to inform you that the huntsman spider grows up to 30 fucking centimeters in size, making it the largest spider on the planet by leg span and legally allowing Subway to market him as a foot long. Now, being the spider equivalent of a Ford F-150, you'd think he'd have the common decency.
What is it with him and making... Why? I've heard Ford F-150 like 7 times today. Jumping spiders are so cute. I love them. Oh my god. Taller than Togi. Anyway.
To be slow, you know, tank build. Unfortunately, the huntsman is fucking turbocharged. Now, it's usually at this point in the video that I would inform you that he is also highly venomous, because it's Australia. However, that's his big secret. The huntsman is a big sweetheart. You see, despite looking like an SCP, huntsmen are incredibly timid, and on the rare occasion they do bite, their venom is harmless.
Oh.
In fact, seeing one of these bad boys in your house is a blessing in disguise, because if you see a huntsman in your home, I guarantee you won't see any annoying ass flies or mosquitoes, because he's eaten them. You see, he understands he's big enough that he should be paying rent, and so he contributes to the household in pest control.
See, that's kind of cute though. Wait, it was kind of cute. If I see a 30-centimeter spider in my house and burn the house down, okay, this is just me. I would probably try and pet it.
Personally have
You know what we said earlier about people going like, "Oh, that animal's cute, and I want to pet it. Oh my god!" And then they get ripped to shreds. Yeah, that's me with spiders. I'm like, "Oh, they're so cute. I want to pet it." I'm the problem now. Okay.
had one of these bad boys as an 8-legged roommate, and I can tell you, they're pretty good company. Except for the part where they cause car crashes. Yeah, you see, huntsmen like to hide in tight spaces and cracks, and they do it
Tight like my asshole.
by flattening out their body to fit into the gap. Now, in the house, that usually means you'll just find them behind a painting, but when you're flying down the highway at 110k an hour and decide to flip down the sun visor because God is trying to flashbang you, yeah, they like to sleep in there and you've just dropped one into your lap. Now, whatever you
Okay.
do, don't...
I would probably, if that were to happen, I would probably scream and probably panic a little bit because you don't expect that, you know? Don't let the huntsman in. I will not let them in.
Panic, or you're gonna crash the.
Goodbye. And that was the video. I need to piss real bad. I'm not gonna lie. I need to f***ing piss. Bye bye. Bye. Thank you guys for being here. That's all. I have nothing else to say aside from just bye.